Welcome to the Women's Laboratory, giving women around the world a voice, where the Supreme Court of the United States actually overturned the precedented Roe versus Wade.
And so there's definitely a bigger picture. I think we're heading in in a direction of totalitarianism. I'm sorry, I just messed that word up, but y'all get what I'm saying. And dictatorship, because we don't have the rights over our own bodies. And that's the main issue. If they can take away our freedom to choose what we do with our bodies, what else are they willing to take away from us?
That's what I want to ask. That's what I want to push you all on.
Is
Is
that
that
maybe this is not a plan of start, that we're at a peak in the plan. What I want to offer and suggest to you all, and I suggest this to my students, and I always tell them, don't get mad. Just chew on this. And if you don't like it, spit it out or swallow it, do whatever you want to. But chew on it intellectually. Sit with me and think with me that this is not the beginning, that there was a plan. See, when Hillary ran for president, it was a message to women about your place. See, when Black women and white women are having to figure out who they be, because see, understand who Hillary Clinton was. When Hillary can't get the nomination and loses to Brother Barack, who is, let's understand who Brother Barack was. He's a junior senator going up against a sister who has a record, and my womanhood is sitting here, and my blackness is sitting here, and I'm conflicted. I don't know if I want to ride for the brother, because who Hillary is and her record is clear. Had she been a man, the question would not have been even an issue. She would have beat Obama for the nomination. But she has to go and find her place and become Secretary of State. So in that place, we learned about being a woman, and women should have heard the cry of women, we weren't ready for a female president. Then she gets the nomination again. See, the Republicans were playing right, Democrats were playing right into the Republicans' hand. They said, I'm going to put the blackest body in the whitest space in America. Paul Mooney has a joke, and he says that as Benjamin Banneker may have designed the White House, the white people let Black people design and build the White House. He said they were sitting around drinking tea. He said, what should we name it? And he said, the white people said, call it the White House, even though they built it. There was a reason why that space is called White House. So you put a black body in the whitest space in America because you want to infuriate white folk. So now they get white folk infuriated. That's how you get Donald Trump. And you get Donald Trump to come out and say everything these white folk think they can't say.
Yep.
And it's all, you won't let former President Obama put in a Supreme Court justice. But because you holding these seats for this day. How long you been holding these seats for this day? Since Ronald Reagan, my brothers and my sisters. Go back. The Republicans aligned themselves with evangelicals in the 1980s with Farwell, because they needed a base. They don't care nothing about Christianity, but they do care about white nationalism. Because the ploy was Trump needed to white, WHIT, and right the country. He needed to white the country again and right the country again. And so getting the Supreme Court justices where they needed to be was going to do that. And that's what path we're on. See, immigration, putting those children in cages, and building that fake wall, that lie was to white the country.
Mm-hmm. You know what? This is Roe versus Wade. It's about eugenics. Because y'all white folks don't know one.
And so I'm just offering you, you don't have to believe me. This is me being my hermeneutics of suspicion. And this is just a part of the plan. Because they need white babies.
They do.
And see, black folk, we ain't really having babies at the rate they say we are.
Mm-hmm.
But they need us to run the prison pipeline because half of the prison system is privatized. And if
Yeah.
y'all stop going to prison and help having babies, I won't have nobody to run the prison pipeline because I'm sending all the brown bodies back to South America.
Mm. Ooh,
White folk ain't never did nothing in this country that didn't make sense.
that is very true.
How do you get a Senate where you got the majority, but you got two of these busters that call themselves Democrat, but they keep voting Republican?
Yep. Yep. They played us.
And
my interject here,
would never
have that in the Republican Party.
You toe the line and you vote with him. The Republicans have stuck together and they vote green. If the light says green, everybody going green. Now you tell me why the Democrats can't do that. Because we could have codified Roe versus Wade. Schumer tried. But Manchin and Kristen Sinema.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know.
Can I interject something here?
Go ahead.
They've not hoodwinked us. We've not been hoodwinked. They've told us from the very beginning of enslavement, of bringing the Africans to the shores of America. They let us know where our place was. They had us in the Constitution of the United States of America. They promulgated laws that subjected Africans and then Americans of African descent to 3/5 of a human being. So they've told us from the very beginning. They've not hoodwinked us. Times changed. We had a Bull Connors who showed us. We had individuals who stopped little children from desegregating schools in the 60s. They've not hoodwinked us. They've told us from the very beginning what our place is. And to a large extent, while they've taken the shackles off of our feet, they've taken the shackles off of our hands, there are still some shackles somewhere on people's mind. We have not been as proactive as a people as we should be. It is because of the promulgation of laws and the legal system, the Thurgood Marshals and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund and other issues that have been brought to light by the legal community that have pushed us forward. This marching in the streets hasn't pushed us forward. People now, Americans of African descent, it's really a shame. And I hate to say it this way, and this is a podcast, so I don't have a cut card. People are going to jail as though they're getting designer clothes. It's almost like they're going for some kind of street cred. That's not what it's all about anymore. Going to jail does not make a statement for us anymore. Until we begin to promulgate laws, until we elect legislators that have our interests at hand, and I don't know if, I remember as a little girl growing up, we saw politicians most of the time when it was election time. We didn't hold them accountable. We let them in our churches. We let them in our community centers. We let them in our homes. We did that. They didn't do that to us. And we didn't hold them accountable. It was in many instances, we were so happy to see them come to our church once a year, or every 2 years, or every 4 years. That's our fault. And until we become proactive and put some laws in place that will not be overturned, that as a result of who's in the Supreme Court, what we need to do is shift the Supreme Court. We need to not let Supreme Court justices be in a lifetime position. Nobody serves in a lifetime position.
Tune in again next week as the dialogue
continues. So why do we
continues
allow them to stay in a
Supreme
position
Court
of power
ruling
and prestige and financial gain? What other position in America that has this much leverage